Hey everyone, what's up and welcome to the channel. We are back today. We're going to be discussing some more of the finals because they have just dropped update 1.5.5 and have addressed a lot of the game's major pain points. I just wanted to say that I think that the finals is in a little bit of a iffy spot right now. There are a lot of major imbalances in the game regarding certain specialties on the classes, some of the gadgets, and I think a lot of things have been addressed, but there are still some final touches that really need some fine tuning and it'll make the game feel a lot better. But a lot of these also got addressed in today's update. So I'm going to be going over the patch notes. We're going to address everything that's new, everything that's changed, and kind of talking about the direction that they're headed in. And the direction I also feel like they need to go in order to see some major success and really solidify their spot in the FPS scene. I think that the finals has been doing a lot of great things. They have been super on their stuff when it comes to listening to player feedback, working attentively and quickly, and just dropping, great updates for us and sprinkling in some content in there all at the same time. So I think they're doing a great job. Let's get into this. Let's talk about it. All right, so here we are. We have finals update 1.5.5. They did drop a little bit of a trailer, which is pretty cool. They show off some of the new skins. We got like a hazmat suit. This is like Universal goes on the heavy. We got like a new dagger, which is like a cheese slicer, some new skins, and a new shirt. So I'm pretty sure like in total there's like 5 new bundles in game. It was really short. It's like 15 seconds long. They show off some of the new cosmetics. I think where the real meat and potatoes is in these patch notes. I was actually kind of confused when I watched the trailer at first because I saw it on YouTube and I was like, wait, like a new update, was it just skins that got added to the game? But no, they definitely got a lot of major stuff here. So I kind of wanted to read the overview of the update. It says, welcome to update 1.5.5. In today's update comes out with a number of balance changes for weapons and gadgets, including a decrease in the length of invulnerability after revival. This was actually a major thing me and my friends talked about a lot, and I'm extremely happy and excited to see that it has already been acknowledged and implemented. We've also implemented some crash fixes. That's always a W in the shot. W in the shot. Okay. An adjustment to tournament matchmaking that will lead to tighter player skill gap in tournaments. This is massive. So many people have been complaining about this. Like bronze players were getting matched up with top 500 players. It was really making for some uncompetitive matches, but also just unfair ones as well. There's also a fix to the crossplay setting so it can be turned off successfully. I know there are some people saying that even if they turned off crossplay, they were still getting into PC lobbies and still getting into console lobbies. So always nice to see adjustments on that end. On top of all this, we have some new content in the store. We just saw the items inside of the little video clip there. And they also have a survey in Embark ID that focuses on the solo banking mode. And I highly suggest you guys do go and leave some feedback. I think the finals is very eager to listen. And so giving a little bit of feedback is the least we could do while playing the game. If you really want to see solo bank it maybe permanently, then I would say you want it to stay. Or if you want to see other cool modes that are solo or just new modes in general, I think it's a great place to go hit up. A note about the future: based on your feedback and our own telemetry evaluation, we recognize that Recon Sense's ability for the medium build needs an overhaul. Not a nerf, an overhaul, a complete rework, and we're working on that right now. You can look forward to that change and more in next week's update. That just like you don't understand, bro. You don't understand, okay? That is massive. When I play Apex, bro, if something's broken, I assume I'm gonna have to wait at least 3 months for the next season to drop before we see some major changes, or probably a nerf for that thing. This is being worked on. They just dropped a bunch of new changes and they already said, don't worry, it's not ready yet, but it'll be ready next week. Like, it doesn't get better than that, man. Like, that's awesome, bro. Balance changes. We got defibrillators and revives. They decreased the length of the invulnerability applied after revive to 0.75 seconds from 1.5. So, I mean, 1.5 is almost a whole 2 seconds. You can't take damage from the time you get up off a defib. It's already got a lot of health. I mean, 40 health is still a decent chunk to do damage. I mean, you can deal 1 million damage at 1 HP if you don't get hit. So yeah, it's definitely going to reduce the amount of time you have to get away from the chaos, and that applies to just regular revives as well. Obviously, the difference being 40 health when you get it from a defib, full health when you get up from a full revive. This was massive. I think it's also going to lower the dependency on defibrillators. I think that every single medium class right now uses a defib no matter what, given it's still going to be a strong gadget. But I feel like it's wanting to dial into a place where, unless you're the healer, you don't really need to be rocking a defib. If you're a Guardian turret build, you're better off rocking more defensive, abilities, or maybe carrying around a little bit of mobility so you can get around the map quicker and set up faster. They don't want to have every medium just rocking the same gadgets. It's kind of boring. In terms of the weapons, we got the revolver, which got a little bit of a buff. It's very nice. They decreased the amount of bullet dispersion applied when aiming down sights. If you've ever noticed, sometimes when you're shooting the revolver, it just doesn't shoot straight sometimes. So this will really make it a lot more consistent. I'm super happy because I love the revolver. I main that thing in the betas, and I want to use it all day, to be honest. They reduced the damage fall off start range to 23 meters from 35 meters, so this is a bit of a nerf. Your damage fall off is going to start sooner. They also reduced the damage fall off end range to 40 meters from 50 meters. Overall, it's like, I mean, the damage fall off ranges got nerfed, but at the end of the day, more consistent shots is just going to make the weapon a whole lot more reliable. As long as I'm hitting my bullets, I mean, I just want it to perform in the ranges it's built to perform in, and I'm cool with that. CL40, this is the grenade launcher for the medium class. They increased player damage to 110 from 100. I actually thought the grenade launcher did need a tiny bit of a buff. It was very annoying to go against, but if you have an APS turret, completely gets rid of it. I think that the 110 damage make it honestly a little bit more viable. You might start seeing some people run around with this. The FCAR also finally got a nerf. They decreased the damage to 25 from 26. I'm not 100% sure how this is going to play out in terms of like raw TTKs, how many more bullets or less bullets that requires to kill targets now. But I think one of the major brokenness factors of the FCAR was just the damage fall off range. I feel like it's so much more reliable at long ranges than the AK. The AK damage fall off feels like it's pretty significant, and the headshot multiplier on the FCAR is also insane. So I feel like the FCAR will still be good. I mean, we'll have to test it out. Like I said, I don't know the exact TTK difference now. We got the Guardian turret, which also got a nerf. I didn't expect this one. They decreased the health to 280 from 300. I think that the Guardian turret is already a pretty finicky gadget to use. I mean, maybe when we see recon senses get nerfed, maybe it'll be a lot more in line, but I thought the Guardian turret was pretty good where it was at with 300 health. I guess when you start stacking them like 2 or 3 on a squad, it gets pretty ridiculous. So, I mean, if they think it's necessary, then it's necessary. We got the MGL32. This was the heavy grenade launcher. This also got a buff, sorry. Increased player damage to 83 from 80. It's a pretty difficult weapon to use because it doesn't explode on impact. I have gone against a couple, and when they hit you, I mean, honestly, player damage was already pretty decent. I mean, when I got hit by it, I was like, whoa, dude, I'm blowing up. Yeah, it still has the same destruction capabilities, but maybe this will, incentivize a couple more heavies to rock it. It's great at taking down buildings. The throwing knives did get some buffs. They decreased the amount of projectile dispersion when falling and when sprinting. So overall, just buffs will make the throwing knives more consistent, more reliable. Content and bug fixes. They did work on some crashes, fix an issue where certain GPUs would sometimes crash. I know my friend Fish has been having some overheating issues. I can't remember if it was with his CPU or GPU, but regardless, I'm sure he'll be happy about this. And then the matchmaking to top it all off. We already mentioned it at the beginning of the patch notes. They fixed an issue where crossplay settings would not be respected when the player was in a party. Very nice. And updated matchmaking configuration in tournament and ranked tournament modes to help ensure closer matches by skill rating. So hopefully if you're playing in Diamond, you're going against other Diamond ranked people. I do think that this is going to affect queue times. It's definitely going to take a lot longer to get into Diamond ranked matches, or maybe it's even specified to the tier. Maybe Diamond 1s will be paired up with Diamond 1. I'm going to assume it's just within Diamond, you know what I mean? But maybe top 500 will also have its own categorization of trying to find, people in those high leaderboard spots. But yeah, overall, this is great stuff. I do think they're trying to make the game a bit more balanced, which is really, really nice. I do think that they need to really differentiate what they want to do with this game moving forward in terms of a competitive scene and a casual scene. Do they want to combine the two, which I always think is a pretty difficult thing to do, because competitively, I mean, things can be a little bit more boring than, you know, just broken stuff that you can mess around with in pubs. I do think that, you know, drawing that line is going to be necessary. I would really love to see some customs. This is stuff I'm sure they've heard of already and are probably aware of and are actively working on for maybe a future update or a future season. Seeing some custom matches for some, you know, sweaty games would be fantastic. But I want to know what you guys think down in the comments. Let me know how you feel about all these nerfs and buffs and all the changes that they've done. Like I said, I have nothing but praise. They've worked on this stuff super quickly and they are clearly listening to player feedback. And I think that's a W in the shot. W's in the shot. W's in the shot. Okay. Not a lot of games do that, and it means a lot, so I appreciate that. But yeah, we'll just have to sit tight and see what they have planned for next week, but I do stream every day on Twitch as well. I just want to let you guys know, you guys have been showing so much love in the streams. It is actually incredible. So if you guys want to watch me over there, link to that will be in the description. That's where all my gameplays for my channel come from. And yeah, I like hanging out with you guys. So thanks for your support on the YouTube. Thanks for the support on the Twitch channel. Yeah, and drop a like on the video if you guys enjoyed it. But I'll see you guys next time. Subscribe if you guys want to see more. There'll be lots of stuff coming out, and I'll catch you guys in the next video next time. Have a good rest of your day. Keep up, stay up. Peace out.